What happens when rejection becomes your biggest strength? My entire life was a series of closed doors, but I never realized that rejection was just redirecting me to something better. My name is Michael, and I'm 35 years old. I'm a successful film director now, but for a very long time, I was just a man with a dream that no one believed in. My story isn't about a moment of sudden success. It's about a lifetime of rejection, and how it became my greatest teacher. It started 10 years ago. I was 25, a young man with a big idea for a film. It was a simple, beautiful story about love and loss. I spent a year on it, pouring every ounce of passion I had into the script. My girlfriend, Jessica, she was 24 then, was my biggest supporter. She read every draft and told me it was a masterpiece. I was so sure it was going to be a success. I was so sure it was going to change everything. I submitted the script to every production company in Hollywood. And I was rejected. Every single one of them said no. My heart broke. I felt like a fraud. I felt like a complete failure. A few months went by. I was just a quiet, sad presence in my small apartment. I didn't talk much. I didn't smile. I just sat there, a ghost in my own life. Jessica tried to help me. She told me to try again. She told me that rejection isn't the opposite of success. She told me that it's a part of it. But I was so scared. I was so scared to fail again. I was so scared to feel that pain again. I was a man who had been rejected so many times that I was afraid to even try again. What would you do in this situation? Would you give up? Would you keep going? Then, something happened. A small, quiet miracle. Jessica and I broke up. It wasn't a dramatic, angry breakup. It was a quiet, gentle, sad one. She just looked at me, her eyes full of a quiet, tired sadness. She told me that she loved me, but that she couldn't be with someone who had no future. She was not angry. She was just gone. Her goodbye was a quiet, gentle death of a love that was once my home. I was alone. The next few months were the hardest of my life. I was alone, heartbroken, and with nothing left to lose. But in that complete, utter darkness, I found a small, quiet spark of light. I started to write again. I didn't write for money. I didn't write for success. I didn't write for a billion-dollar dream. I just wrote. I wrote about the pain, the sadness, the anger, the loneliness. I was a man who was writing to heal. And in a strange way, the rejections were a part of it. But I did get to make a life full of small, quiet successes. A life full of love. A life full of dreams. What do you think? Is rejection a form of failure, or is it a hidden teacher? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this story inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe to support our channel.